Hello and welcome to the Scale Modelling Cafe from the new place. I thought I'd just do a quick pop-up review, just really to test the system and the new setup, the new environment. Anyway, the subject of this video is a bit of a weird one. It's this thing. You would have seen it on the opening screen. It's essentially a fidget popper. So it's silicone rubber, and you just press these little depressions in, and you can play games on it and do whatever. But it's got a really good use for modelling, and that is acrylic paints. You essentially, these little wells in here, you put your paint in, you can put water in, retarder, whatever you want, you can mix, and it's a handy little paint palette. Being silicone, it's really easy to clean, and just run it under the tap and wash it off. But let's pop over to the bench and have a closer look. Okay, here it is. This is the stress popper thing in detail. So you can see you've got lots of little these kind of depressions here, and I guess for sort of de-stressing, you just push all these things in like this. But what it'll do is, if you can imagine a load of caked paint in here, oh, excuse me, a load of cracked paint or dried up paint in here, if you push that, it's just going to crack and peel off. So, absolutely brilliant. You could use it for mixing up little bits of washes as well. That would work. Doing your glazes, so you have some water and then just some, Harley thin paint in there. So all round, I think for a few quid, you see how flexible it is. You could probably pop it in the dishwasher even. But for a few quid, I think that is absolutely brilliant. So there we are. I just thought I'd bring you that quickly. And yeah, pop over to the bench. Pop over to the bench. We are at the bench. Pop over to the chair, and we'll have a bit of a wash up. Okay, it's neat, isn't it? For quite some time, I've used traditional sort of paint palettes, cheap things, but eventually, or very quickly, they bung up with paint. And they become effectively useless. I've tried putting tin foil over the top to extend the life, and that has worked. But this thing, I think this thing's a bit of a game changer. It's one of those things that it's not modelling related, it's not for modelers, but actually it has a real tangible use for us. And I think this is brilliant. Now, I've used this quite a number of times, and it looks brand new. I've just run it under a tap. If you just push the little popper things in, all the dry paint, or most of the dry paint, just flakes off, and then you can just run it under the tap, maybe just use a bit of a cloth, just agitate it to clean it, and it still looks brand new. And it was £2.69 from Amazon, delivered the next day. I just think this is brilliant, and it should be in everybody's toolbox. So there we are, a quick pop-up review in the new place, just to kind of test the system out. I'm using the old microphone. I'm going to do something on the new microphone shortly, and yeah, just playing around with a few things. So I hope you find that useful. Pop out, go and grab it. I'll try and stick a link in the description below, and you can try one for yourself. So cheers, bye bye.